If Lil Smart audio on Verydarkman and Verydarkman said it is AI, that means the voice note of Verydarkman with Bobrisky's voice note was actually an AI. Verydarkman using the word that, you will not leave Abuja. If I say they should hold you down, you can't leave Abuja. That was the statement he said with Lil Smart. And Verydarkman then defended himself and he said, allegedly, and Verydarkman defended himself and he said it was an AI, that he's supposed to play it from beginning to the end. Why is he playing it from 5 minutes? That was exactly what Lil Smart wanted to play to the world. And Verydarkman did not say, I never threatened Lil Smart. He said it was an AI generated one. So let him play from beginning to the end. There's something here we need to think about. Lil Smart, which is a young man associated with Naira Marley and Zinolisky, kind of came forward claiming that he was attacked and assaulted. In the face of this, Verydarkman offered him 1 million naira to help him take the case to Abuja and seek justice. It seemed like an act of benevolence and solidarity, but the situation took a troubling turn. Lil Smart, being cautious and concerned for his safety, delayed his trip to Abuja. When he eventually showed up, the relationship between him and Verydarkman appeared to sour. It alleged that Verydarkman threatened him, according to the record he played, saying he could send boys to intimidate him and even hold him back in Abuja if he wanted. Even he used the word break his bone or beat you or something like that. Such words, if true, paint a picture of tyranny and intimidation traits we cannot afford to tolerate in those who claim to fight for justice. Knowing fully well of the situation of the first Senate guy who said, I'm going to call my police to beat you up, I'm going to make you disappear and the rest of it, Verydarkman recently came out now. He said that record was an AI record. If it wasn't an AI record, Lil Smart should play the video from the beginning to the end. Wow. And I asked myself, that wasn't a good defense. How would you say for that voice to be AI, it should be played from beginning to the end? You didn't say that it is not my voice. I didn't say it. And if so, you have to pursue a case. Looking at the time that the guy recorded, they have to investigate such a case. The guy have to go to the station, play that record, the time at which it was being recorded, the date will be on the record. So Lil Smart, if you have that record with you, I would ask you not to delete it. Keep that record. The date when you recorded it should be there. It should appear on the app or on the file. And then you can show it to the law enforcement. Now, this incident raises a critical question for us all. How did so many of us saw as a champion of justice begin to sound like the oppressors he once opposed? And we Nigerians cannot blindly follow anyone, no matter how righteous they may appear. Instead, we must constantly question motives and hold individuals accountable for their actions. Some people in their comment sections are saying that Verydarkman is leaning more and being defensive on the aspect of Naira Marley. I think that the guy deciding to hold back before he chooses to come to see Verydarkman says a lot. And now that he showed up, Verydarkman, we cannot say that. For me, I'm not going to come to a conclusion, but my question as an IT personnel or person, he didn't record only your voice. He recorded other voices that are around there. He recorded when somebody says, oh, leave our midst. So that means that there are about 4 or 5 people in that conversation. So if truly, when he was using a statement by himself saying that, oh, I don't want to leave here, I want to hear whatever you have to say because this is my case. The reason why he had to play that record, in my opinion, he was playing it because that was the most important part he wants to give out to the public. Does he have to play from beginning to the end? When you wanted to play the story of Femi Falana and Files with Bobrisky, you played the important part. There might be a 20-minute record. You can't start recording when he was on bike or car and the rest of it. And I know people will say, oh, I'm biased and the rest of it. Whatever anyone has to say, but we need to throw out some questions. So to Little Smart, for me, I say I will offer these 5 pieces of advice as you proceed with your case against Naira Marley. But somehow I can't trust Little Smart, because I definitely would feel, looking at it, that Little Smart is lying. Knowing that he's lying, when I use the word is lying, I don't know the depth at which he's lying. There's an atom of truth, there's an atom of false in most of the things that he's saying. I would say that focus on the facts and stick to the truth, no matter the pressure or distractions. If possible, surround yourself with the right support, people who truly have your best interest at heart. Prioritize your safety, trust your instinct, and remain vigilant at all times. And I would say, don't ever allow fear to silence your voice. Justice is your right. And if possible, stay consistent and resolute. Justice takes time, but I think your perseverance will pay off if you can be patient. And I'll say this to Verydarkman with sincerity. If you can reflect on these actions and the words you have allegedly spoken, the fate of Nigerians in you is at stake if you actually make those statements. If you are truly committed to justice and the betterment of our society, you must re-examine the voices you listen to and the path you actually tread. Because tyranny has no place in a mission for justice, and your credibility depends on your ability to stay true to the values Nigerians believed you embody. We Nigerians, we must also learn from this. It is not enough to follow individuals because they sound right or resonate with our sentiments. We must remain vigilant, questioning, and critical, for true accountability comes from an informed and discerning populace. I hope. It is difficult for me to disbelieve that record that Little Smart played was an AI record. These are Nigerian guy voices. These are boy voices. These are voices of things that can be provable. And for him to pick from 5 minutes, and then you say because he picked from 5 minutes, that makes it an AI. That means he was recording it 5 minutes earlier before that statement was being made. Probably he has set a button, and when conversations begin to go to a certain level, he quickly started recording it, knowing fully well that I never trusted this person in the first place. Yes, I took advantage of the person. Is Little Smart trying to nail Verydarkman? Yes. Was Little Smart outsmarting Verydarkman? Absolutely. He outsmarted Verydarkman. And this is when a lot of people will keep shouting, oh, you will learn the hard way. You do this. No, we need to calm down. We need to not look at Verydarkman as the wisest human being on earth. Nobody is. What we are supposed to do is to lend our voices to be able to support Verydarkman in the places where he needs to adjust, in the place where he needs to develop himself. This is a Little Smart doing this to Verydarkman. What do you think other people can do that are more smarter than Little Smart? Little Smart is not up to Verydarkman. What if all these things are happening because certain individuals are supporting Little Smart to kind of tarnish the image of Verydarkman? And then Verydarkman might most likely be falling into their trap. And everybody knows that there are a lot of people who wants to see Verydarkman fall. But we need to be very careful as people. Verydarkman needs to be very careful. But if that record is actually true, and that guy now, you challenge him and he now play all that record, everything that happened, and the world have it. My hope is that it is false. Because if you truly threaten anyone, because what Verydarkman, when you came out and you speak, you didn't say that I never threatened him. You didn't say that I never ever made a statement like that I would never intimidate Little Smart. You said it was an AI. The defense is not complete. VDM. The defense is not complete. But I hope it is false. I hope it is a lie. And I want to give you that grace. You know, God. I don't know what to say when it comes to VDM, simply because the kind of people who wouldn't even listen to things and try to help him with wisdom, but all they have to do is to just come to conclusion and judge and judge. And for him, I think he's mostly focusing on this amount of support he has. Oh, I know, but let's say for this Abuja, if I say make you know, come on, it's not a AI. All right. I just hope Nigerians, we can all find a way. If you actually make a statement like this video, just come out, apologize for such a statement, because it took your money. that was a good reason. It took your money and you were provoked. But some people are looking at it like you're supporting Naira Marley and the rest of it. And remember, the enemies that you have, well, I believe you know what to do. The point of all this is VDM. Maybe you are losing your relevance in a sense. All you have to do is to recalibrate yourself and retrace your step. Something is not adding up. I was saying it earlier and I said something would happen with VDM stuff. And I think for those who have actually watched my video in the past, they will say, yes, this guy was saying it. And it's manifesting one way or the other. Hopefully it's not going to be true.